Hi everybody, I'm Doug.
I'm Crystal.
And this is the recap for week 4 of the Balboa class.
Fundamentals.
Balboa Fundamentals, May 2015. Wednesday Night Hop, that's this place. This place. So we just built on out and ins. So last week we showed these out and ins that we use the mentor out, out, in, even though it's not a weight change on that very last step. Out, in,
gather.
Out, in,
gather.
Out, in,
gather.
In. We talked about really setting up a wall for our follows. So if I didn't stop Crystal, she would come right into me.
In fact, that's how we go from out and ins back into basic.
Yeah, so we talked about how to go from out and ins back into the basic, and it's just not stopping her as she comes in. We also talked about, for leaders, waiting until you connect to take that backward step, because otherwise you're sort of forcing follows to reach much further than where their body is, which is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about how to go from basics into out and ins last week. And then we just talked about how to go from out and ins back into basic.
Follows, when you go back into basic, you're going to take a slightly larger step than you had been to get close to your leader.
Right. Leaders, you are giving slightly more forward connection to your follow, but you're not dragging her in. And I'm not pulling her in and like holding her to me or anything. I'm just giving her a slight forward lead and waiting for her to connect with me.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we talked about doing come-arounds from out and ins. So if we're in an out and in pattern, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're separating into the beginning of a out and in, 1, 2, and then on our forward 3, we're actually going to step to the side like we would for a come around, and then use the forward momentum from the out and in to finish things up.
Yep. Follows, we're going to be doing our out and in step, and then we're going to step towards our lead who is stepping to our side. So we'll step to the side too.
In. You can see if we set it up like here, you can see Crystal is actually moving to the side as we do that. Let's do that one more time slowly. Out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. So we were using that out and in into the come around to motivate doing an out and in into the toss out. And we talked about how this really is just from the 3, it's just like our toss out from last week. It's exactly the same. Every note that we gave can be applied to that. So it's just going to be that out and in into come around. And from here, it's the toss out from last week. So with that, as sort of a recap for the whole series, we taught both basics, down holds, up holds. We taught come arounds. We taught a toss out from basics. And then we taught all that out and in stuff that we just covered today. Thank you for exploring your Balboa fundamentals with us.
And we hope to see you on the dance floor with these Balboa fundamentals.